And the coffee gets stirred with chopsticks, quietly stirred, early in the morning. It's quiet, it's nice, it's not like the ringing of a bell. And using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Well, good morning, I'm the Sultan. Let's talk about some things today. But first, coffee. Sumatra today. It's acceptable. A little bit above acceptable since I got hooked on the Ethiopian. Man, once you find a replacement for something, it's kind of hard to go back. I think it's the same with people too. I pitched Grant Cardone at speaking at the 10X Growth Con to speak on purposeful grooming for salespeople and movers and shakers. Hasn't responded yet. And then I added, I will do the hair and makeup for all of the speakers. Be happy to do the hair and makeup for all the speakers as well. And I thought that was a pretty darn good deal, if you ask me. Let's take a look at my tweets. I like to repurpose and multi-purpose my content. Some things are thought of spontaneously, other things are thought about. First of all, best wishes to all my No Shave November dudes. Just want to let you know this could be the start of something great or not. It might be just November, it might be December, it might be just the winter. The first day of spring, think about this, the first day of spring is March 20th. What if you had your beard till March 20th? If you're not a year-round beardsman. Shave it off on the first day of spring or go back to scruff or a goatee. I mean, that's also a possibility as well. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. Nothing in life has to be all or nothing, except life. You got it? I'd say 3/4 of you are only living half your life, half your potential. I asked Phil Keggy once about Keith Green. He said Keith was everything and more what I knew about him. As real as a man could be. When music artists die, I'm shocked. However, I cried my eyes out when Keith Green and Rich Mullins died. It still jams me up just thinking about it. In my head, they're still alive through their music. Cash is not king. Cash flow is. It's not how much money you have in your pocket. It's how much money you have coming in each month. The 14th rule for men. Whiten your teeth, dudes. Nothing more unattractive than the yellow teeth. Whiten them. I don't care. Whiten them. Especially you guys with beards who can't see your smiles. Whiten your teeth. Your girl wants you to whiten your teeth. You look like a damn animal. Groom up. Groom up, dudes. Come on. Tuesday's election is not a political vote. It's a culture vote. Women and beta males love to talk about what the universe is doing. The universe. The universe is conspiring. Let's see what the universe has for me today. And all that bullshit. Get grounded, oh aimless, wandering, answerless ones. Stop following all those nut jobs on Facebook. Stop it. Stop it. and you're afraid to speak up, half of you hooked up guys, married guys, guys that are living with a girl, you're afraid to speak up because if you do, you'll end up sleeping on the couch or she's going to find someone else. Speak up and be a man about manly things, about patriotism, about loving your country, about loving your body, loving yourself. Stand up. You are no longer the better half. She is no longer the boss. Take leadership for once in your life, damn it. If you are a divorced dad and dating or have a girlfriend, don't get the new one involved in any of your mama drama. She might seem like the perfect person to lean on at first, but she did not sign up for that. And don't overestimate her willingness to put up with all the BS from your ex and your drama that you're going through in your custody battles. What do you think is the most conservative, libertarianish state out in the West? Wyoming, Idaho, the Dakotas, Montana, any others? Put your answer down below. To set the record straight, I am not a washed-up porn star from the 70s. I'm not washed up. People still buy those flicks who have 8mm movie projectors. The fall season is such a great time to enjoy the manly art of pipe smoking. If you haven't checked out tobaccopipes.com, do yourself a favor. It's men serving men. And when you order, use the promo code SULTAN, and you're going to get a free gift. People who do a 9-to-5 Monday through Friday job will never understand your life as a thought leader or content creator for those that are. Stop trying to prove to them that what you are doing is work and is profitable. Stop and just get away from them if you have to. The most important thing I'm going to say today, right now, never lose yourself to gain another person. Never lose yourself to gain another. That spontaneously came out of my mouth when I was in a group chat yesterday, and I feel that it needs to go viral. Credit me with that. Never lose yourself to gain another, and credit me with that. Let's make that go viral. I have a feeling that that can save a life, because there's a lot of people that are losing themselves, a lot of men that are losing themselves to gain a woman, and they're compromising themselves. Lukoil, I am your father. Vladimir Putin. I have to laugh. I live close to IKEA USA corporate offices. Interesting note. Sweden has the toughest drug laws in Europe and considers weed to be on the same level as heroin and cocaine. You can't make this up. Their address, I live right near them, right near their corporate headquarters, is 420. 420. I have interviewed a lot of people in my lifetime, and one thing that I can never be called is a gotcha-style journalist. My goal is not to trap, corner, or make someone squirm. A good interviewer brings the best out of people, the truth. And then the watcher or the reader comes to their own conclusions. I was seeing some tweets yesterday where me, Rollo Tomasi, at Rational Male, and Mike Cernovich were mentioned. And I asked, what are those tweets? And I looked, and I saw that Mike Cernovich blocked me for some odd reason. For some reason, I thought I was on the same team as Cernovich, but I'm blocked. I don't know why. I've appreciated much of his work. I'm not grieving over it. People make decisions. Some haphazardly, some wisely. But that's okay. Influential people influence just by being. One thing can still be missing, but as an influencer, you still have to learn to close the sale. You still need to learn to get people to pull the trigger and commit to something. A gentleman retweeted yesterday. I don't say much on here. I mainly take info in. I have to say this, in the past 2 years, my life has improved vastly thanks to The Rational Male, Hunter Drew, Ivan Throne, Craig James, and George Bruno. My mission and my marriage are amazing thanks to these men. That was tweeted by Jason Douglas. I have never been accused of helping make a marriage amazing. But thank you. I appreciate that. If it's making you a better man, then it's making you a better marriage partner. So thank you. Men helping men is not toxic, it's necessary. It needs to be encouraged across all borders. I'm a Canadian and your words resonate with me. That was a gentleman tweeting about me yesterday. Honor the experts and the work that they put in. Dishonor the liars. I was at a dinner at a certain Philly restaurant, and remnants of the Philly mob and 2 cast members of a certain HBO show were with them. One of the girls says, "All of a sudden, I don't feel safe." I said, "Honey, you are safer here than any place in Philadelphia right now." The pictures you see of her were taken by the last dude she went out with from Tinder. The pics you take of her will be used by her to get the next guy after you. I don't shine shoes anymore. Tommy DeVito. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. All problems are temporary. I was looking at a Airstream RV that was, its base unit is a Mercedes Sprinter van. This thing was magnificent. Sleeps 4, diesel, beautiful, gray leather inside, just magnificent. And I'm envisioning a great mobile podcast and broadcast studio. And when it gets late after a long day of interviews, you just watch some Netflix, smoke a pipe, and get a good night's sleep. You know, more money gets put into the soundproofing of a vehicle technologically than goes into most studios. Think about it. Car companies dump a lot of money into soundproofing vehicle technology. How perfect is a vehicle for an audio podcast or a video? The seats are comfortable. There's cup holders for coffee and water. Dashboard is a great place for a camera. Or with an RV, like that little table in the back of the RV that can serve as like a interview desk. If you know anything about those Airstream RVs, they're smaller, obviously, that are made from a Mercedes Sprinter, let me know down below. The cool thing about being an old soul, and I said this the last time, is getting older, and that the outside finally catches up with the inside. And then there's true congruency for the first time in your life. Can you relate to that? One of the things that I have found, here we are a day before voting day, and we're seeing a lot of efforts to get people out to vote. Okay, that's cool. I appreciate that. There are countries where there is no voting at all. And decisions are made by people sitting in mansions and living lives of luxury and not having to get up and work every day. And I know there's a lot of contention. All that matters is, can you provide well for yourself and your family? Period. Period. I'm all about patriotism and nationalism. I'm all about equality of opportunity. Equality of opportunity does not equal equality of outcome. We know that for a fact. And I've dated a lot of women, a lot. And I can generally say that the more progressive type women are the most miserable, mixed up women I've ever known in my life. The more liberal types. The more Hillary voting, Obama voting, Trump hating are miserable. Anger is just below the surface, along with confusion, fake outrage. I've just had it. So when I meet women that are patriotic, that, you know, are carrying a firearm, that are just love their country, they're so pleasant, they're sexy, they're beautiful, great conversation, and they're not easily angered. I find that interesting. I find that very interesting. And what do you think I lean towards? The more pleasant person. When trouble knocks on your door, this is what you don't do. You don't say, "Oh, come on in. Have a seat. Can I get you something to eat? Do you need a place to stay? We got plenty of room here." Don't invite trouble into your life. How many times do I have to tell you that? And with that, I toast you with my cup of Sumatra coffee this morning. Get out there and kill it today. Kill it. What are you doing today to make yourself better? It's Monday morning. Stop bitching and moaning about life, about politics, about the evil, whatever, party or whatever, or racism and this kind of stuff. It's nonsense. What are you doing for you today that's going to better you? Have a good day. See ya.